Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey Contino here from the Wildwood Video Archive, and today we're doing our monthly thing where we drive around the entire island looking for all the construction sites to give you guys updates on. And as you know, we do this it's about every 4 to 6 weeks, which I'll put all the links to the older ones in the description below. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. As you can see, I am bundled up. You never really see me bundled up down here, but I think we picked the coldest day of the year to do this. There's still snow on the ground, if you can kind of see some snow piles from here and there. And so today we're going to start in North Wildwood, make our way all the way to Diamond Beach, and we're going to hit a bunch of projects that we just announced in the past December, early January, and other things that I know you guys have been asking me to cover. Oh! Now, if I'm stuttering a little bit or something happens, I apologize. It is extremely windy and extremely cold. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. Now, because we're in North Wildwood, we're getting started at the North Wildwood Marina, because as you know, there's so many projects taking place. Besides the brand new tower, they're building a brand new boathouse extension, they're building a guardhouse, they're fixing up the Marina Bay towers behind us, and a couple other things, including that restaurant, which is going to look amazing. Well, right now, things are kind of paused because it's wintertime and it's freezing out, but behind me, you can kind of see the extension of the boathouse coming out. Looks like they haven't done much work since our last update. But the concrete work is in. It looks like they kind of stopped at one level. They still have to build up another story or two. So that is going on. On the other side, right behind me, is the guardhouse. And of course, they haven't really touched that yet. That's going to be 5 stories. It's going to have a beautiful structure in the middle, the lighthouse, as they call it. And then, of course, the restaurant, which is on the other side, hasn't been started yet. But what I think is interesting, and in my last video that I did for you guys said to me, I didn't even realize there was a restaurant back here. Yeah, there was! There's signs and things for it, too. I remember going here when I was a kid, but that's about it. I don't know if you guys remember that. So anyway, I'm going to take the phone off of the tripod and give you guys a little tour. It's a little hard with the gloves, so it's a little shaky. I apologize in advance, but here we go. So here you can see the extension of the Marina House / boathouse. Here's the original one here. You see they did a lot of work on the brickwork. Looks really good so far. Here's that extension. So if you do belong to the marina, I believe this is going to be part of your fees and things, goes towards this, the restrooms and all that jazz. But this looks really good so far. Once again, it looks like they had to stop because it's way too cold out. Continuing down, this is the guardhouse, aka the lighthouse building, which is going to be beautiful once it's done. I'm assuming that's going to be the next thing they're going to tear down and continue with. But at the same time, if you look on the right, they added in like a new beam here. So, I don't know. According to the blueprints, this would be the next one to go. Almost looks like it's a half bar, doesn't it? Now, just standing here, I can kind of see that they did a lot of work, not just with this building, but with the surrounding areas, because a lot of this was overgrown work. And they ripped out all the shrubs. Looks like they planted in some new things. They did new concrete work here. They put in the new wood here. They painted up here. Can you see the paint work? This all in here is brand new as well. And new landscaping. So I don't know if this indicates that they plan on keeping this a little bit longer, maybe another year before they continue. You see new light fixture up there. I mean, they did a decent amount of work in here for this past summer. You could see that. Same thing over here. By the way, this is beautiful work, all of this stonework they had. And it looks like at one point there used to be fountains up here. Right? You can kind of see that a little bit. Now, for those who are saying to yourself, hey, Joey, what do you mean there used to be a restaurant here at one point? Yeah, this used to be a restaurant, and you can actually see from, if you actually take like a step back out of the actual parking lot, you can see there's an entrance for it too. You can see right here on the street, it's a little walkway all the way back to what used to be the restaurant. And we'll walk that way just so that I can give you guys a tour. I mean, look, you can see that there's lighting on the sides. This used to be a lighted path. They had trees on both sides, and they look like they were maybe put in the 90s. maybe early thousands. And you can see over here, used to be a walkway right in. This almost looks like this was an outdoor, like maybe a pizza oven and a couple other things. I mean, you can even look inside and see the equipment. See, it's a whole kitchen in there. Hey, this was a pizza oven. Look at that. I was right. So anyway, that is the update at the North Wildwood Marina. I'm kind of assuming they're not going to do much work until springtime. I mean, it's going to be really cold for the next month and a half. Projects are moving forward down here. It's just when it gets cold and snowy, things just kind of pause for a little bit. Anyway, did you know about the restaurant? Do you remember the name of it? Because I honestly don't remember the name of it. But anyway, let's continue on to our next project. Now we're outside the old Anglesea Auto Repair, because if you look over my shoulder, you can see a bulldozer, because guess what? They're ripping down this building in about a week and a half. That's right, and the biggest indication of that, besides actually seeing the permits online and seeing everything else that's been going on, is that just this past week, Atlantic City Electric came out and they cut the cables from the actual pole over there. You can actually see the cables hanging down by the box. They removed the meters. So that means that this building is coming down, I would say, within the next week and a half. And this is what I mean by that. You can see here, AC Electric took their boxes away. You know, they're owned by them, so they're going to take them. And you can see the wires are cut. They used to run from here all the way over to that pole. So I guess, in a way, guys, this might be the last time you ever see this building. I can actually look inside. You can see that there's furniture and stuff still in there. Now, there's no way for me to actually look inside, because you could see that they fuzzed out all the windows. But saying goodbye to this building, I believe this one was built in the 70s. It was a gas station at one time, which the pumps used to be right here. You can kind of see the island just a little bit, and then they ripped them up. See what I mean? Here's a little island. There used to be 2 bathrooms over here, public bathrooms. And yeah, unfortunately, this one is going. You can check out the bulldozer, which is really cool. Our buddy Mitchell's doing this job too. He does a lot on the island. Oh, and there is one glimpse I guess I could give you, because the back window is broken. But that's about it. Yeah, without breaking anything. So as I said before, this is probably the last time you're going to see this building. And our next update, it will be gone. Now we're standing outside Montego Bay, because currently they're going through renovation once again. Last year they were doing some staterooms. This time they're doing Adam's Restaurant in the front, the bar area, and a couple other things. You can see behind me right now. You can see some of the equipment out here. You can see some of the tools. They have a lot of flooring and things like that. It's actually a part of a TV show, which hopefully will get greenlit and they can put it together and put it online, because I would love to actually see what it looks like. It involves a famous designer who actually designed some of the other rooms too. So stay tuned for that. Let's walk around the building just so I can give you guys a little tour. So as you can see, there's all the flooring under there. A lot of work going on, a lot of concrete, a lot of bags of concrete. So we're going to make our way up on the boardwalk and share with you the inside. Now, we shared with you guys a few preview photos of the inside, and let me tell you, it looks amazing. It's all white at the moment, white floor, roof, and sides. That was about, I would say, 2 weeks ago, so I don't know what other updates we have going on now, but let's go check it out. So just looking at Montego Bay, you can actually see right here some of the couches are outside. I'm assuming that's some of the rooms that they're redoing. And if you look towards Adams, you can see here it's boxed out. Yeah, the boxed out part is part of the renovation, so let's go ahead and walk over and take a look. So you can see inside, most of the stuff got pushed to the left over here, where the bar is. Inside the restaurant, not too much has been done since the last time I gave you guys photos. You can see a lot of the floors and everything have been pretty much all white walls. They have a couple things in there, but that's about it. It looks good so far. I'll be sure to give you guys updates on this as they come up. As I said before, they are filming it for a show, so definitely stay tuned for that. I don't know when that's going to air or if it's even got approved yet. As far as I know, they have to put together a sizzle reel, send it over, and then hopefully sometime this spring, they'll really be filming it. So maybe that's kind of why it's paused for the moment. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. Now we're on Juniper Avenue because behind us, Maurice Piers is working on their Juniper lot. And in an article that we wrote a few months ago, we said that they will be building a solar canopy. And you can see right now, they are well underway. They're actually laying the first solar panels right now. Actually, right over there, you can kind of see them. See the white panels over there. Anyway, I want to give you guys a little tour because this thing is absolutely fantastic. Maurice Piers, this is their second project they're doing with solar. Back in 2018, they did the solar panels on Dinosaur Beach's buildings, aka the Hunts Pier buildings, and that generates a lot of electricity for their entire operations and offsets a lot of the CO2 emissions that you would assume that would be burnt when they're pretty much running the electricity for the rides at these coal plants. So, long story short, this is a great project. Let me give you a tour. So it's 2 rows of canopies, one going this way and one going that way. I don't know the specifics on how many different kind of solar panels they're putting on there, but you can see right now, here's the first 2 going up. Now, you will be able to park here. Don't worry. You can still use the app to go ahead and park here throughout the summer. The plus is that if it's raining or something, you can park under these things and it's going to protect your car. Though, I mean, it's just rain. It doesn't really matter as much anyway. Now, this project will be done by this spring. They're actually moving at such a fast pace. And they're still working with all the snow. You can still see the snow, by the way, everyone. Those are saying it's not that cold out. No, it's freezing. It's definitely cold out. Anyway, let's continue because, you know, we have a lot of projects to hit during this video. Now I'm on the boardwalk at Oak Avenue because you guys want an update on the boardwalk itself. And I'm going to do a full video tour for you guys to go on the beach, which is going to be in another video, but this one's just a quick little one. I'll give you a little bit of the drone here, but I'll save the most of the drone video for that other video. But a lot of work has taken place since our last update. You can see the brand new concrete work going all the way down. In that update video, I will go through this in more detail, but long story short, you know they got rid of those concrete, pretty much they call them parkways, but call them sidewalks or roadways. And then they're putting these brand new beams down the middle. And then they will lay the wood right on top of it. So you can see that now the weight will be distributed evenly throughout the entire boardwalk. And of course, it's going to look like this. All the way, at least to right now, Maple Avenue. But with that 5-year plan, it'll get extended hopefully all the way to 26th Street and then all the way the other way to Cressy. So here's a little drone video for you guys to check out. We are now on Pacific Avenue, and we're hitting up all the main stops. The dwellings on 38th Street, which nothing has happened yet. It's probably why I'm not going to showcase it in this video. Now we're outside Skellinger Avenue. This is where the residence on Pacific's taking place, and a lot has happened since the last time we've been here. You know, last time we were here, they started building that building in the back, and they put some of the concrete footers down. Since then, they added this stairwell as well. Get it as well. Anyway, let me go ahead and flip the camera around for you guys. We're standing where the Fairview used to be, and you can see that they added in all this rebar and the support going around the entire way. And if you walk down the block just a little bit, you can see right here, which is one of 2 stairwells. Remember, this building is going to the 4th floor. You can see the 4th floor all the way over there, and a 5th floor access to the roof, it looks like. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going up. It looks good so far, and I know people are saying it's going to be ready by summer. Honestly, don't know. Once again, because it is winter, because it's cold, a lot of these projects stopped. So, I mean, I can give you a pan of here, and this might be it for the next maybe 3 weeks. And then they'll probably start right back up again, because I know they're expecting more snow down here. You can see right here all of the concrete work they laid. You can see some deep foundations in here. And you can kind of see the outline of the building. You see how it's going this way and over? Now, while we're over here, a lot of you guys are asking me about the Shamrock. What's going on? Well, long story short, it was supposed to be moved on, it was like the second Monday of January. And what happened is that just like utilities all the time, no matter what you're doing, all these lines were supposed to be moved. And unfortunately, they never came out to move them. And 2 days before they were supposed to do it, I think on the 8th, they announced that they can't do it because they have to wait for all these lines to move. Once this gets lifted up, they can finally put wheels under here and move it down. And I believe they're moving it back here, and they've actually cleared the entire lot. Let me share it with you guys. I believe that this is where it's going to go, but don't quote me on that. It also looks like this is getting demolished. See how they ripped it all down? So let's get back in the car and continue with our update. Now we're on Oak Avenue and Pacific, and behind me is the deck. Well, according to public records, it turns out that it's sold, and it's now becoming Cove Craft Cocktails and Cuisine. Now, I don't know when they're going to go ahead and put new signs up and do everything, but they were open a few weeks ago, just before, I want to say they were open 2 weeks or a week before Christmas, something like that, and then they closed, quote unquote, for the year. Stay tuned for this one. It's going to be interesting once they finally have it up and going. I don't know if they'll do Euro night. I don't know, there's other things, but stay tuned on that one. Anyway, let's continue. Now I'm standing outside of Mudhen because, as you can see behind me, walls are up. They're adding another section over here. Everything I've been reading out online is that it looks like they're trying to pretty much brew more kinds of beer. Like they're adding a new silo, and then more of those like dividers down there they're adding over here. Now, I haven't seen the blueprints for this yet, but it looks like it's going to expand to, I want to say, about right here. So it's not getting too much bigger, but they're going to be adding in a couple other things to it. It's going to be really, really nice. I mean, let's be honest, in the last year and a half, and I'm saying that because in a year and a half, this thing has really exploded in population. Remember they used to have a parking lot over there? Well, now that got pushed in, they added the trees in. There's a whole backyard thing going on. They bought so many lots around here to add more parking. You know, they bought the house down there. The parent company bought another old bar. I believe they bought the car wash. And then where Domino's is, they own that building now. Of course, you know, they own Poppy's and Dogtooth. This place has truly exploded in the past few years. So I know once they're done, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm very excited for them in their future, but we've got so many things to go check out, so let's go. You can kind of see right there where it's popping out into. Now we're outside the Louvre Motel. Well, at least this is probably going to be the last month it's going to be called that. Because currently, as you can see behind me, they're demolitioning everything. You can see mattresses over there. There's I mean, look, everything's on the street. According to everything online, this is becoming condos. The actual neon sign is for sale. This is going to be coming down later on this week. And there's another sign over there that will also be coming down. I don't know what the new name of this is going to be, but let me go ahead and flip the camera around for you guys. So for those who did stay here, can get one final goodbye. Looking over, you can see they have about 20 guys working, it looks like. And they are really ripping out everything. And there's the neon sign. And you can purchase that neon sign. I believe Fred has a listing on eBay. It's a historic one. It's been down here, I think this one was $65. And you can see all the colors. You can see inside too. There's all the refrigerators they pulled out. So they're just currently right now gutting all the stuff in the rooms, including, look at those rugs. Oh, there's got to be bed sheets. I don't even know, man. That's an interesting shade. And here's another pan for you guys. Not too much you can share with you guys. I mean, they're working in there right now. Like literally, they're in there right now working. But they just started doing this stuff not too long ago. Here's that other sign I was telling you about. Backlit with neon. I'm sure when we come back to do the whole tour again in February, this will all be shelled out. No railings, no nothing. So, fine, Louvre. At least it's being saved in the sense of adaptive reuse. So, in terms of preservation, this is good. We can deal with this. Ocean View is a different story, and we will need your guys' help for that. I'm filming another video for that one. I do have the blueprint, so we're going to go detail by detail. And on that February 15th, that meeting, which we're going to be at, we're going to need your guys' help. That's a whole plan for another day, another video. So anyway, let's go ahead and continue our tour. Now we're over here outside the Cape Cod and the Tangiers. Got two videos going on. One is with the Cape Cod. A lot of you guys have been reaching out to me telling me that they're going condo. Now, I haven't confirmed that yet, though I've had a lot of very trusted people tell me that it is true. Right now, there isn't really much going on. There's a company, looks like they're doing some new piping and a couple other things, but the building as is, nothing really has happened. Now with the Tangiers, there's a big change coming, and we just announced it a few weeks ago on the Wildwood Video Archive. But do you remember the Do-Up Cafe that used to be here? Used to be ran by our friend Jason. He opened up an amazing place right over in the, well, not too far from here, the Do-Up Drive-In. And guess what? He is coming back to this location for the Tangiers Cafe, and we are so excited for him. Now, both places will be open, so don't worry. It's not like he's closing the other one. Both of them will be open at the same time, and as of right now, the only change really is that they already hung up the Tangier Cafe sign. You can see it on the roof and down here. Not much going on. But knowing the amazing job they always do, they're going to theme this thing and make it look amazing. So stay tuned for that. And now we're outside the Ocean Holiday, and I know you guys always love breaking it for me. Joey, are they doing anything? What is going on here? It's still sitting here, Joey. Come on, tell me what's up. I do finally have an update for you. They just submitted a CAFA report for 11 additional units, which is going to sit over here. And that's different than another report we gave you guys about, I would say, 8 months ago, which called for 15. So that is a change, and with that report, it still calls for the water park, it calls for the renovation of pretty much the entire building. So once that gets approved, I'm going to say probably 4 months from now, they can finally start. So maybe early summer, they can start construction on this building. So stay tuned for that one. I know. We're almost done, guys, almost done. Now we're outside the VIP Motel. And we're not here because of the motel, because the motel's here. We're here because of this. This little cottage is being saved. Somebody got permission from the owners here to go ahead and park this here until they're able to get land and put it back into its history books right in Wildwood Crest. How cool is that? I know, it's interesting. You see the shower here. I mean, they literally just picked it up. You can see the blocks over there. They picked it up. They put it on wheels. You see down there. And it's just sitting here, waiting for its new home. That's preserving history right there, folks. That makes me smile. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and finish out at the trifecta of motels. That is a Singapore, the Admiral, and then the Ocean View. So for the last part of this video, we're mostly going to be looking at 3 different motels that are under construction. One is the Singapore behind me. On the other side is the Ocean View Motel. And then on the other corner that way, you kind of see it a little bit, that is the Admiral. Now the Admiral, we did a whole video for you guys. Not too much has really happened since that one video. They are working on it. They'll be putting on a new roof, it looks like. The Ocean View, that's a video we'll go through in a second, and I'll have a whole video about that. But right now, we're in front of the Singapore, and let me tell you, this is the first time the fence has been completely taken down. And they've done so much work here. It looks amazing. They did such a great job. So let me go ahead and flip the camera around for you guys. I do have the drone. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully I'll give you drone footage of everything that's going on. So here we go. We're going to get started with the beach side. You can see the pool, funny enough, has water in it, which is like, okay, how's that not frozen? But the pool is coming together. You can see all the brand new concrete work. It looks amazing. All the siding's done, the roofing is done. It honestly looks like they're like 85% done. And you can see there's many different crews going on at the same time. We've got like at least 7 or 8 different trucks over here, which is great. And they're doing the stonework around the pool. You can see how it's kind of unfinished. They're adding stonework there. And on the other side, you can see the stonework here. and they're building it up, and it just looks so good. I mean, they're really pushing to get this done fast. So you can see how beautiful this looks. They still didn't fix that window yet. They have to, but it looks great. It's weird to see it without any fence up. And I know some people had already purchased lots in here. So it's just a matter of time until, not lots of apartments, you know what I mean? It's a matter of time until they're finally able to move in. So it looks great. And now we're at the last property we're going to talk about, and we will have the drone. Don't worry, we'll put the drone in the sky. But behind me is the Ocean View Motel. I have a full video for you guys going through the schematics, the blueprints, and everything that we have about this building. There has been an update since I've actually did an update for the construction. A piece of the actual roof fell down on the left-hand side. It's not that significant. I mean, it's something that could be replaced and fixed. But as I mentioned earlier, this is a big project that we're going to be working on to see what we can save. Because this building here, you can see the architecture. See how the roof slants down and goes up. It's considered a takeoff roof. Think of it as a rocket going off. In the 60s, this mid-century design was the biggest rage. And unfortunately in New Jersey, this is the last of its kind. Now, as far as my research goes, it's probably one of the last on the East Coast. And that's why on February 15th, me, the Historical Society Preservation League, we're going to present the city with alternatives of what they could do with this building here. And hope that maybe that the board can listen to us and understand that this is some history that we want to keep down here, something that's unique to Wildwood Crest and New Jersey that would be better off if it was still around. The last one that I can remember was even in New Jersey was the Satellite Motel, and that one was knocked down, I think, in 2005 and 2006. But stay tuned. I will have a whole video going through the blueprints and everything that they want to do with it. Right now, let me go ahead and give you a walking tour of the building and then get the drone in the sky. And so there you guys go. That is our January 2022 Wildwood Construction update. It's weird to say that it's 2022. I know, I'm not used to that yet. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. A special thank you out to my Patreons on patreon.com. It's because of you guys I'm able to be outside in like 19-degree weather filming this stuff on a Monday. And if you want to go ahead and help support this channel, you can have your name at the end of the video and a couple other perks. All you have to do is click the link in the description below. Anyway, I'm Joey, and as always, I'll see you on the beach, which is that way. It's probably even colder that way. But I'll see you later. Bye.